Hello YouTube, how's everyone doing? It's Professional here. So today I got a crazy current events video for you guys. These are videos in which I react to these ridiculous stories that are going around. I give my thoughts on them, and this was one that a lot of you guys told me about in my stream the other day. I didn't hear about it until you guys told me about it, but this is just disgusting and this is evil. This is just basically pure evil. So there is this YouTuber called Grandma Crackers, and she's getting pretty popular on YouTube, and she streams mostly Minecraft, and she has been doing live streams constantly every single day to try to raise money for her grandson's cancer treatment. What happened was some scumbag, some evil piece of crap, had swatted her. For people that don't know what swatting is basically when people, oftentimes they will use apps or other programs that will hide their number. They will call the police department in the area wherever the streamer is, and they will basically then say, oh, this person is doing something dangerous at their house. They have a bomb, they have a gun, somebody's dead, they have hostages. They basically lie about a really, dangerous fake situation that's going on. And the reason that they lie about the situation is because they're trying to get the police to deploy the tactical team, the SWAT team. And what happens is the SWAT team will then arrive to that person's house, and this is extremely dangerous because not only does this cause distress, this scares people, but people can actually get hurt. People can actually die from this. People have died from this before. There was an incident that happened a couple years ago where there was these two idiots that were arguing on Call of Duty. And what happened was one guy threatened to swat the other guy. The other guy then, gave him a fake address saying this is where I live, but then he gave him an address of somebody that had nothing to do with the argument. The cops came to the guy's house and they shot and killed him, and the guy had nothing to do with this situation. So people have died because of this. This is just really horrible. It's evil. It's dangerous. And this happens to an 81-year-old woman. An 81-year-old woman. Just imagine the terror that she went through on this. So I will link this below. This is the news video talking about this. I'll also link her channel in the pinned comment and description. Make sure that you subscribe to her, help her out. But this is just completely evil, and it just makes me sick to my stomach that somebody would actually do something like this.
Who went viral for playing video games to raise money for her grandson's medical bills, just had her home swatted. Police swarmed the area after being falsely told that she had been shot and killed.
She and her grandson sat down with 12 News journalist Chase Golightly to talk about the scary situation and how it isn't stopping her from doing what she loves.
She's known as Grandma Crackers.
I need to get some food for the cats.
The 81-year-old YouTube sensation, whose real name is Sue Jackwit, has more than 600,000 subscribers. She makes Minecraft videos to help pay for her grandson, Jack Self's medical bills.
The insurance company won't touch.
With the help of Jack and his brother Austin, she streamed for the past 15 days 24/7 to raise money. It's her first time doing something like this. And Monday night was another first for her and her family.
Did you ever think it was going to happen to you?
No.
Just after 11 p.m., they got a call from police.
We got a call that Jack shot his grandma and killed her, and that he was going to kill himself. And right then I was like, whoa. Right as I heard that, it was kind of like a punch to the stomach.
Jack explained that wasn't the case, that this was a swatting call, a situation where someone makes a false report to 911. It's a felony that has happened countless times to streamers all over the country. Still, police had to take the situation seriously.
This also happened to Ned Luke, the voice actor for Michael DeSanta. I did a video about this a couple months back, but this exact same situation also happened to him.
Say Queen Creek police in full gear surrounded their home, asking each person to step outside with their hands up.
There were like 10, 15 cops, all with riot shields, ARs. All of them had ARs. And bright lights that can see down the whole street.
Jack says they then started going through the house and then checked on Grandma Crackers, who was asleep. Her stream shows officers walking into her room, eventually waking her up.
They came in and one person took one arm and the other, and they just sort of escorted me out, and they were apologizing. And there was a police lady, gorgeous, beautiful brown eyes. She was so sweet, but I think she could have kicked butt, if there'd been a problem. I just wondered what my...
Imagine how terrifying this is, that you're asleep, and the next thing you know, when you wake up, you see a bunch of heavily armed officers, in your room. Like, I cannot imagine the terror that that she went through.
grandkids had done.
They say officers were there for 3 hours investigating and determined it was in fact a swatting call.
They're not exactly sure where it was from.
The family wondering who would ever do something like this to them.
Whether it's harm or they want us to get upset or they want to upset Grandma Crackers on stream, the police were so professional and amazing.
While it was scary, this gaming grandma wasn't going to let it stop her.
I've got to get up tomorrow. I can't stay up and stew about this, so I took a Benadryl and went to bed.
The next day, she was back streaming.
Well, it makes you, you think, they're not going to tell me what I can do. They're not going to make me afraid to do that.
Receiving thousands of comments from her viewers showing their support.
They've been so kind and they've been concerned about how I was. How are you doing?
While it's an experience they wish they didn't have to go through, it's brought their family and community closer.
I can't thank people enough for how kind they are to her.
Chase Golightly, 12 News.
Chase, thanks. Go Grandma Crackers. Queen Creek Police did confirm to us that they responded to the swatting call, telling us they'll provide additional details in the coming days.
Okay, so about this, different states have different laws surrounding this, about swatting specifically. I think that it's Kansas, which has the strictest laws on swatting. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I think it was Kansas where the killing happened, where there was like that story I was talking about earlier, where there was these two idiots on Call of Duty. It was years ago. They were arguing, and then the SWAT team got sent to a guy's house that had nothing to do with the incident, and the guy died. The police shot him. Now, in that state, I think it's Kansas, where if swatting results in the death of somebody, it is they're charged of murder, homicide. That I think is the strictest state on swatting specifically. I'm not sure what state this takes place in, but they said that this is a felony, which a felony is very serious. The difference between a felony and a misdemeanor is basically, any time, served in jail, under a year. Felony is any time that is served in prison over a year. So felony is basically anything over a year. And felonies can be anything from a year to life in prison. So that's what a felony is. And a felony goes on your record permanently. So this is very serious charges that this person is going to get. But it's going to probably be very difficult for the police to track this person down, because a lot of times these guys, they use like apps, they use specific programs to basically like hide their number. So when they're calling like the police, their caller ID will appear as like from some random number that has nothing to do with the situation. So a lot of times it's very difficult for the police to actually track the people involved in stuff like this. And I will say also about this is when they were talking about the comments right here. Yeah, so the comments. So, the evil people, the sociopath who basically did this, because the person who did this is basically a sociopath. That's exactly what they are. It's like no rational human being would do something like this. But the sociopath that did this was hoping that it would probably scare this grandma, maybe get her to stop streaming, but it hasn't gotten her to stop streaming, and it actually backfired, where now she is actually getting a lot of subscribers and a lot of support. So she's actually getting a lot of subscribers because of this. Now, a lot of people are coming to her channel to show support, so it's actually backfired on the sociopath that basically did stuff like this. And the other thing I wanted to talk about here is I wanted to talk about the police specifically here. So look, in swatting incidents, what tends to happen in swatting incidents is a lot of times people get mad at the police, but it's not really the police's fault in these situations, because when you are part of the SWAT team, when you're part of the tactical team, you don't know that it's a swatting incident. For all you know, is that somebody is actually dead there, and then there's a person armed there, and possibly watching the door with a gun. That's all you would possibly know. So like when tactical teams are going in, they're told, we're gonna call, somebody is dead, or there's somebody with a bomb, there's somebody with a gun, very dangerous situation, there's hostages, something like that. And so the police are basically prepared for that. They have to take that seriously. And the thing about this is there are streamers where the police have gone to their house multiple times. And like Ned Luke has gotten, I know the voice actor for Michael DeSanta, he has gotten swatted like numerous times. But about Ned Luke, I know what people are going to ask. People are going to ask, if Ned Luke has gotten swatted, why are the police constantly going to his house whenever, people do it? Because it's happened multiple times to Ned Luke. The reason police still go to the house, if you notice, like in this situation, the police are very heavily armed, tactical gear. When they went to Ned Luke's house in that incident that happened like a couple months back, it was just like regular street cops. They weren't as heavily armed, and it's because they likely believed that it was a swatting incident. So that's why the tactical team didn't arrive. So like when cops get called to like situations like this, they will oftentimes like write down like, okay, this person's a famous streamer, is this has happened before, it's a swatting incident, so next time hopefully this doesn't happen. But if a situation like this happens again, that they're not going to send a tactical team over. They're probably going to send like 2 cops, knock on the door, and basically see what's going on. The reason that the police are still going to show up in these situations is because they have to respond to every single call. So when a swatting incident happens a single time, the police are going to go to the house the first time. They're not going to know what's going on. You know, for all they know, it's a dangerous situation. That's what they've been told on the call. But when the police are going to be called like the second or the third time, they're going to know, yeah, it's probably a swatting incident. It's not real, but they still have to go and respond. The police still have to respond to every single call. That's just how it is. They don't, because you don't know 100%. They're like 99% certain that it's not a dangerous situation at that point, that it's swatting, but they still have to go and check on it. So that's why the police show up in these situations. But the police seem to have handled this professionally. I don't see like no property has been destroyed as far as I've seen. You know, the grandma and her two grandsons don't seem to have anything against the police, and the police apologized. They were there for 3 hours. They investigated, made sure that the coast was clear, that it was okay, and they left. So it seems that the police just were doing their jobs. They didn't mess anything up here. That situation that happened a couple of years back, the police kind of messed that situation up. It was kind of really bad when that had happened. The one where the person had died. But I might make a video talking about that whole case in the future. Also, I want to show at the end her channel. This is her channel, Grandma Crackers. I will post the channel in the description and the top pinned comments, so make sure that you guys check it out. I already subscribed to her. Come by her stream. She's actually streaming live right now. Show her some support, because like I said, is that the people that do stuff like this are sociopaths. Like the people that like evil. Like this is just completely evil. Swatting somebody is already evil, but swatting an 81-year-old woman that is doing live streams to help pay for her grandson's, medical treatment, that is just completely evil. And just the person that did this is a complete sociopath. But thank you guys for watching. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think down below, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care, everyone. Have a wonderful day, guys.